Hello and welcome. 2024 Paris Olympics has come to an end. Team Kenya has been welcomed warmly in the City of Champions, Eldoret, by the president via a state breakfast. Now, since Paris 2024 is over and we are now heading to Los Angeles 2028, this is my take on what Team Kenya should do, especially the Athletics Kenya, the Ministry of Sport, and the government of Kenya in preparation for the coming 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. That there are 5 things that the government should look at in these 4 years and going into the future. And now with the new CS for sports, kindly, Kipchumba Murkomen, look into this. Number 1 is diversification of the event that you are participating in. I know Kenya has been traditionally participating in some specific races from time immemorial. There are some races we have taken to be ours from eternity to date. This is like 800, 1500, 3000 steeplechases. And in marathon, we have taken them to be ours. Specifically 800, 1500 and steeplechases. For a very long time, we have assumed those are our races. But look at the recent past. How many medals have we achieved in the recent past in 800, in 1500 and in 3000 steeplechases? So these days, it is very hard to imagine that a Kenyan is going to beat Gabriel Igabristi. It is also very uncommon to see a Kenyan defeating El Bakali in 3000 meter steeplechases. Those races have gone. What have we replaced those traditionally our own races with? I would like to give shout out to people like Julius Yego, who has ventured into javelin. People like Zende Cherotich, who ventured into javelin, then finally made it to judo. People like Alexandra Dolo, who is now doing fencing. Like Ferdinand Manyala, who is doing sprint. Kenya is not known with sprint, but we are doing sprint these days. Ferdinand Manyala is doing 100 meters. We have Wiseman who are doing 400 meters. We are also doing adults. So we are also doing very well in tennis through Angelo Kutoyi. Although she did not qualify, she is the African champion, and in 2028 we expect to see her in Paris. So Kenya should think of how to diversify, to get into new races and into new events. Our rugby men team has been participating from time to time. Our volleyball women have been participating very often. But they also need to look on how to improve their game. But come back to athletics. We need to see a situation where we are doing new events. If today we cross to Uganda, where Fiasa games are taking place, you are going to find Kenya winning all the athletic event, including jumps and throws. Kenya will take gold in East African games. Kenya will take gold even in African games for the juniors. But when it goes to seniors, where do those champions go? Where are those high jumpers who jump up to African level go when it comes to senior? Where are those throwers in secondary schools? Where do they go when we get to senior? Number 1, I've said we need to diversify on our event. Number 2, we need to follow up on junior talents. We need to see how junior talent transition to senior and how they are accommodated until they become elite runners. Because we have a lot of wastage when it comes to transition from junior to senior. We have had a lot of, some people have been complaining about Motile Yavi running for Bahrain and beating us in the World Championships and beating us in the Olympics. And to take you back, the reason Motile Yavi, for example, left Kenya, she has insisted that she was unable to represent Kenya because there were better runners than her. Every time she went for trials, she could be number 3, 4. So she could not manage position 1 and 2 because there were better runners. So today, where are those better runners? Those who are better than her at junior championships, where are they today? I'm sorry to note that one of them is ranked number 186 in the world, where Motila is in top 3. So what happened to that girl? We need to follow up from secondary schools. Kipchumba Murkomen and your ministry, you're supposed to look nearly at our elite transition from junior championships to senior. Let's have no wastage. Number 3, we need to check on the resources. We have a lot of we have really bad history when it comes to construction of stadia in Kenya. The ministry should put in place measures to ensure that athletes have well-furnished, complete and standard stadia where they can go and train. And it's not about presence of stadia. It is access to those facilities. Let's not have facilities that are not used, because it is very hard for an athlete to access those facilities. You have several stadia, but most of the time they are out of use, out of bounds, and The fee that they are charged to access those facilities is exorbitant. Number 4, we need to check our reward system. I have heard today the president announced that the gold medal will get 3 million, silver 2, and bronze 1. That is a good move. But considering what happens elsewhere, that is too little. But it still is good for a start. Let's have a good reward system that take into account every other participant. Let everybody feel very happy and encouraged to represent the country. Carrying the flag comes with a lot of weight. Let people fight hand. 5, we need to check on our selection. Kenyans were not really happy when Daniel Evenyo was unable to qualify to join Team Kenya. This is because of the things that happened in between the travel and the running. In simple, we need to have a different, an improved system of team selection. We are happy with the team that was selected, but it can be improved. So the ministry should look up into those and many others. Those are my opinions, and somebody has better and more opinions. Let the ministry be open, listen. AK, take time, listen, let's strategize and strategize early. Preparations for Los Angeles 2028 begins now.